Hey, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw a melted skull. Let's get at it. Here are the supplies I used for this drawing. You can screenshot it, or I'll put them below in the description. Here are the sketches that I started out with for the idea. I decided to go with the last one. I like to start out with my general shape, a circle. Then I'm going to draw some reference lines for where I want the center of the face. I'm looking at my reference and bouncing back and forth between the left and the right side so that my skull is even and represents a straight-on angle. I'm starting to carve out where I want the eye sockets and the nose to go. Now I'm going to add a little bit more shape with the first cheekbone. While I'm on this side, I'm going to add some reference points for the teeth. Since I want this skull drooping and melting, now I'm going to carve out where on the left side I want the skull to start melting. I'm going to add in a few details so I have references for when I color. I want this whole side to give the appearance of it melting, so I'm not going to start the cheekbone as high as I did on the right side. And now I'm going to add in a few melting drips. Let's throw back in the rest of the teeth reference. Alright, now let's clean this drawing up a little bit. With those out of the way, I can add in a few more details. Time to color. I like to start with my darkest points and move to the lightest. I decided to add in one more drip because I think it balances it out. Now I'm laying down these undertones. I'm shading lightly so that I can blend later. I'm trying to figure out my tones here. I'm using this beige tone to blend. I'm adding a few details just for my reference of where to shade. I like to layer in several colors before I go in to add in the beige and blend. When I lay down my undertones, I shade very lightly. Then I use my blending color, which is a beige in this case. Then I press firmly and it blends together the colors underneath while giving it the tone of the beige. So here you'll see I'm laying some more undertones with some browns, grays, and some blacks. The nice thing about these softcore Prismacolored pencils is they're really blendable. Even after I've pressed firmly with my beige colored pencil, I can still go in with white and add some more highlights. I didn't like that this was lacking some depth, so that's why I'm going back in with some dark browns and trying to add in some more tones to give it a little bit more shape. It was feeling a little too flat. And now I'm adding in a few more details to just honestly kind of make myself feel better about where we're at in the drawing. Now I'm going to jump into those drips. One thing I do with these drips is I do add a harsh black line underneath it to represent the shadow that it would cast. At this point, I keep kind of fine-tuning the drawing, so that's why I keep going back and forth with a few different tones. And we did it! Here's our melted skull. Let me know what questions you have or what's going to be helpful in future tutorials. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like.